Hey everyone, this is Chris Belote with Innovative. I am joined here today with Saud and Cade with Blue Jean Movers. Saud and Cade, how are y'all today?
We're doing great, man. How are you?
Doing well. Cade, if you could tell everybody a little bit about y'all's business.
So Blue Jean Movers started in 2020. It was very, very small at the time. We're only employing a few of our friends, basically. Still going through college here in San Diego. So, we're cutting our time between the business and between school. But now as we're finishing up school, we're kicking it to the next level and really looking to scale it up.
Awesome. And prior to working with Innovative, had you guys worked with a marketing company before or bought leads or done any type of lead gen service before?
We've never done anything as far as like Google ads or anything. We've tried to put like maybe like $100 a month and thing as simple as next door. And just doing our own direct marketing was how we generated most of our leads.
Right.
And you've always been approached by people like Angie's List, and they'll tell you $100 and we'll give you a lead. But it's always a qualified lead, and there's so many things that can go wrong with that.
Right, sure. And then and on Nextdoor, were you able to have some success with that?
I feel like it got decent traction, but it never really converted into actual money. It never converted into actual profits. So I think that that's one thing that Innovative has changed massively for us, is that we'll be doing our own thing, and we can fill out some jobs for the month, but we almost have like that extra cushion where we can just get a call in from you guys, and it's like, oh well, there's a highly qualified lead right there that can make us a lot of money.
Right. So yeah, it's like somebody calling in from Google that is actually looking for your services and has high intent, and you guys can kind of take it from there and get the sale, right?
Exactly. Normally, we'll go up to people themselves, and like maybe they'll need some stuff done. We'll be like, hey, like, well, we own a company. Do you need this to be done? And so we're kind of convincing them that they actually need the service. But
Right.
with you guys, you just send us people who specifically need our services. So it makes it so much easier. All we have to do is close the deal.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you know how much new business in dollars you think you've quoted and or closed roughly by working with us over the past 4 to 5 months?
I want to say that the biggest area where you guys have made us increase is that we have gotten much bigger ticket items. And, like we've done things that we never would have done on our own, such as moving a liquor store. That took us like 3 days. And, our jobs are pretty small ticket items, usually around $1,000. But that job over the 3 days was 6 grand, which is very big for us.
Amazing.
You know, Also another instance where we're working with an international freight shipping company. So it's pretty legit stuff. And, these guys are shipping their stuff to Portugal. So it was really cool to be a part of that. And that was all because of Innovative.
Awesome. So if you were to kind of look at, your revenue or how much work you did last year and kind of compare this year, would you say that you're on a bigger trajectory for growth this year compared to last year?
Yeah, actually, since the first month that we've been with you guys, we noticed. I think actually the first month that we were with you guys, we had our best month. And ever since then, every single month has become better and better. So it's been absolutely awesome. Now it's kind of crazy because we had a set goal before, and now it's kind of like, hey man, I think we need to retalk our goal and figure out something else.
Sure.
First month with you guys, we've been growing, and every month since we've basically beat it.
Awesome. Kind of like the Grant Cardone 10X, right? It's like if your goal is 2 million, why not go for 10 or 20, right?
We're only trajectory is up for both of us, I would say.
Awesome. What is the additional revenue done not only for your business, but what has it done for both of you personally?
That's a great question. So me and Cade basically lead every sale that has come through this company has gone through either Cade or myself. So Cade and I are constantly having, these long nights and discussions of, hey man, we got Wednesday open. I know we got to keep our guys busy. And, at times that does become stressful as we are, the lead on everything. Having you guys has been like a Swiss Army knife almost, because they're just coming in. So with our work, there's always that extra push to keep those days busy. So one of the biggest things that I think we've noticed a ton of is just a lot of help on that end. It's like a support.
Right. Yeah. Like you don't have to worry where your next job is going to come from, right? Like, one thing we hear a lot is, word of mouth referrals are amazing. They always are, but the problem is they're not consistent. So if you get one or two this month, but none for 3 months, it's stressful, right? And that's the idea with what we do, is that you don't have to worry about where your leads are going to come from, because they're just going to keep coming. And, some customers can even be a little picky with the opportunities they run with, right? Or maybe even raise your prices or do other things like it. But you have options. That's the thing, is you have options. What have you been able to achieve since using our services?
I would say the biggest thing for us before, it almost felt like kind of like an amateur. We know a lot. We know how to get some sales. We know how to run the business, but we didn't know how to do any SEO. We didn't know how to, make a professional looking website. We didn't know how to make the Google business and, just all the nitty gritty stuff that you guys do. And that's, for me, that's the biggest part that I appreciate from you guys, is because someone from, like a different country could like look up Blue Jean Movers. They might see some sponsored stuff, but we're going to be there. They're going to find us. And that's huge for us, being visible, being on the internet, looking legitimate. And, it just reflects how we are. So I love that.
Yeah. And it's, look, the primary benefit to what we're doing, the whole idea is to get you guys qualified leads, but the secondary benefit, what you're hitting on, is the branding. You've got to look the part, right? Like if you look like a 10 million a year business, then you'll eventually become one, right? So you're hitting the nail on the head on that for sure. Do you have, maybe one story of success? I know you mentioned the liquor store, so that might be it. But that maybe wouldn't have been possible without working with us.
What do you think?
I mean, I think that the liquor store is probably one of our best examples of that. This is, a business to business kind of transaction, which for myself is always the best. We're not dealing with, although we love them, we're dealing with professionals like ourselves, which is always a benefit. And in addition to that, 3 days of 12 hours worth of work every single day is pretty dang awesome. It's a check on our lists of things that we've done. So, now it has grown. And the revenue that came from that job was pretty awesome.
Awesome, man. That's great to hear. If what would you tell someone that was interested in working with us but was on the fence?
Well, you know what? At the beginning, the guys like joking with me and saying that I'm Mr. Krabs and I love pinching the pennies and all that stuff. So I was that way initially. And I think that someone who is kind of on the fence needs to understand that you gotta spend to make. And if you are, right on the fence of stuff like that, you guys offer awesome guarantees. Knowing what I know now, there is not too much risk to it. And you get someone who's a phone call away. We have Joe. So it's one of those things that you got to really take the shot to figure out if it's going to be worth it for you.
Right. Yeah, it's like that. There's a quote that says, those who don't take a risk don't realize that that's a bigger risk than not taking the risk, because
Right.
you're not gonna go anywhere if you don't make a move.
Yeah. I think that was in the position that we were in, looking to really scale up our lead generation. Maybe you have some good salesmen, but you really want to complement them, and you have a killer stellar service, all your operations are down, then you guys are rock solid for leads. Like they will come in, and that's the guarantee. So I think that if anyone's looking to scale their company, then you guys are great for that.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Is there anything else that you'd like to comment on or say about your experience working with us?
I would like to say that I really like the people that you employ. Everyone that we have worked with so far has just been awesome. You know, you, Reed, Joe, Justin, Sean, everyone's so nice and just wants to help. And we really appreciate that.
Awesome. That's great to hear, man. Well, hey, look forward to continuing the growth and hitting those goals, and we'll keep moving forward. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.